Hello, hello. Hello. What else I gotta do here? Okay, thank you. I know what I did now on the other one. I know what I did. I didn't push start. They got that started lately here. Let's see what this is. New layout. Oh, shit. Hmm. There it is. Yeah, don't touch the red button. I wouldn't be using the StreamYard if it wasn't for that thing messing up. It's a little bit better. Now I can't see the people. Okay, we're gonna start putting your name back on there. I got two people on there. Hello, Mr. Mud Duck. Hey, Levon. Hey, Max. How you doing, Max? Squirrel Chronicle. Get you on there. Raccoon Man. Yeah, don't push the button. Let me go up here to the top. Catalyst Phil. Phil M9. I'm gonna put you on there, Phil M9. Wild Turkey, I got you on there. Oh shit. This damn thing here. Good audio, thank you. Yes, sir. Hope you did too there. Let's see. Matt Pace, get you on there. Pre-retirement days. Hello, let me get you on there. Hey Gerald, how's it going? Monkey Man. Lynn. Okay. Have to wait till some more gets in here.
Water would come down from the mountain and collect in a little kind of a pond or
That's,
a pool. I call it a pool, but one big enough to be a pond. And then it would go over the edge and go the rest of the way down the mountain.
That's Night Ranger.
And I went up there where that little pool of water was, and you could see the javelina pig tracks, and you could see the deer tracks. And
Hey Joe.
There was a paw print down there that was about the size of my hand. Yeah, that made you look around, didn't it? Yeah, there's mountain lions down there. They're killing them. They'll be about 90 pounds. And then I was looking around, walking around, and I found a deer leg and no deer. Yeah, I'm sure you've probably seen it on YouTube, but where the guy was walking the trail and the mountain lion charged at him. He
fell asleep.
Backing up, and it charged at him. Yeah, there's one with the guy, fortunately he had a gun, and the freaking bear charges at him. I think he had a shotgun, and he gave that bear one good blast with that shotgun, and the bear decided he didn't want anything to do with that. Yeah, that's crazy stuff. Yeah, those bears, I don't think I've heard any stories of mountain lions around Phoenix attacking people, but I mean,
there's
it
Hammer.
have to be a problem if they want.
What's up, Hammer?
I know they, killed dogs and stuff.
Jake, let's go on Jake. I gotta get you in here.
But yeah, apparently that one on the internet, it may have had some cubs or something that's not on the video, and that's why it did what it did.
Hey, Night Ranger. Hey, Night Ranger. Say hello to Jake in the Carolinas. He's on the shout-out wheel.
Jake in the Carolinas on the shout-out wheel.
Yeah, that's, Panama Red.
Oh, okay. Hey, Panama Red. I'm gonna run in the house for a second. I'll be right back.
Roger.
Yeah, Panama Red, if you're listening, I can occasionally hear you sometimes at night down here. Not real well, but every now and again, I'll go down to 15 and I can hear you kind of fade in and out. It's not very, it's just kind of in and out, but every now and again I can hear you down there on 15 at night.
I'm struggling with this thing, so I'll just have to work on this. I got a load coming in.
Okay.
I'm listening to you.
But yeah, these radar pulses, that showed up about 2.5 weeks, at least down below 40. So either something's out of whack or it's tied in, I think. It's tied into what's going on down there in the Gulf. Because I don't remember hearing it down here until about past 2.5 weeks.
He wants to know what's up.
Not too much. It's cold and yeah. Trying not to eat too much for Thanksgiving. Now I'm having to work off the leftovers. I got a cherry pie I gotta work off, and I got some eggnog I gotta get rid of.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead. Now, who's this?
Who's that? Is that Jaws?
Yeah,
I got you now. How's it going?
how's it going? It's going. I just wanted to wave a hand there. Hold on a minute.
Tim Roger, let me stand by. Hollered, hey, Night Ranger, I gotta finish working on this wheel there.
Okay.
Hey, Night Ranger 21 there, be that dog with Indian hands. Hey, we gonna wave a hand. We gonna sit on back to the side.
Matt Paste,
All
I
right,
have
Jones,
you.
well, welcome to come in and join the conversation.
Yeah, I got you. I gotta turn this down. I can't.
All right, well, I'm not running much tonight. I'm just on the old Kenwood 850 doing.
Celio.
I'm not running much.
Mopar, how's it going? I'm getting caught up here. I don't know where I'm at here. Trying to make sure. Red Dirty. Get you on there. Let's see. I'm on 17, yeah. I'm on channel 17. Let me get back down here to the bottom here now. I'm getting everybody on here. Hey, Propa Green Paw. I'm going to put you on the shout out wheel there, Propa Green Paw. You have to go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe there. I usually have it on YouTube where I've got it where you've got to subscribe to get in there, but I had trouble with it. It was my fault. I didn't push the button right. I didn't even push it. That's what it was. They've got this new thing now. I hadn't been used to it, so if you would, let me know if you subscribe there, Pro for Green Paul, and I'll put you on the shout out wheel. So all you got to do is just subscribe. You don't have to pay nothing. Don't cost nothing. Nothing to buy. My company's still here. Yep. Propagine Paul, if you'd go ahead and subscribe, I'll put you on the wheel there. Radio Dude. Oh, let's see. Yes, send all the tube equipment. Roundhouse. Roundhouse, are you the same as Red Dirty? Well, Propagreen Paul, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. All you gotta do. The giveaway tonight is the stickers. Last night it was all kind of stuff. Where's Shadow Man at? Damn, I missed him. Where is he? Shadow Man, come on back in here again. You subbed to me months ago. Okay, I take it. I can't remember everybody. I'm gonna put you down there. Pro Paul. I'm gonna put you down there, Pro Paul. Hang on, let me get you a blue wrench there. Hold on. I got to do this with two computers here. Oh hell, I can't do it here. Can't do it on StreamYard. I'll have to do it later. But I got you on the wheel there. Yes, sir, there, Phil. Let's see, Phil, you already won. Okay, Phil, you already won. Let me get you off of there. Y'all got to tell me if you've already won there. I can't keep up with it, man. Yes, sir, there, Joe, Jungle Joe. Tonight will be ball free, yeah. Okay, thank you, Phil. There's Shadow Man, there he is. Jungle Joe, y'all check out Jungle Joe. He's got like all kinds of different names. He's got like, he's something like out in the woods, you know, and finding palm trees, and anybody that any place that wants palm trees, they call him, and he'll grow them and send them seeds. Only place that you can grow palm trees that freezes solid over the winter time. Even down in South Carolina they die during the winter, you know, but up there it's like a, you know, special place, you know. I got Shadow Man. Yes, sir. Y'all want any palm trees? Just PM Jungle Joe and he'll send you one there. He's even got a D104 that's made out of a palm tree. I don't know how he did it. You're on the wheel. Yeah, I just put you on there. I'm running behind. This wheel here isn't as big as the other one for some reason. I don't know why. Hey there, Night Ranger. What radio you on tonight?
This is a mid-1990s Kenwood CS850 SAT ham radio HF with the Mars mod.
Cahoon, let me get it.
And got the matching Kenwood SC31 speaker on it and a Shure 444D desk mic. Doing about 40 watts into the homemade wires J-Paul with about 80 to 85 feet.
Is that legal for us to have?
It's for educational purposes only.
10-4, okay.
but I'm not educated. Like you say, I'm trying to get educated by using it. I like this radio though. It's better on sideband than it is on AM, but I've had to repair it twice. There's 3 known problems with this radio when it gets old. They're 20, 30 years old. They've got some
Yes,
electrolytic
sir, but that
capacitors
squirrel.
start leaking. And the first one that went out is on the display
Ken Carlock,
board.
how's it going,
It
Ken?
send it to the 2 electrolytic capacitors leak and they heat the traces up and then the display goes out.
Hey, Ken, have you already won stickers? I don't remember. I think Shorty did. I don't remember. Did you win any? You fixed your name? Okay. Ken, did you already win? I know Shorty did. That, you know, I can't remember about you.
Like the surface mount technology.
Triple X, what's up, Triple X? He done won. How you doing?
And I've got some new
Ken, oh, you both won. Okay, thank you. Can't remember. Roundhouse.
I've already fixed it twice. The third one's just a matter of fixing it before it breaks. But those are the known problems with this radio when it gets 20 or 30 years old. So it survived 2 of them, and I got 1 more to go. Roger that.
That's what I'm having tonight.
There's a guy that makes, you can't
Non-alcoholic.
get the original carry board, you can't get it anymore, but there's a guy that actually designed his own replacement. He sells them on eBay for about $250. So, you know, part of me says if it ain't broke,
Triple
don't
X,
fix it,
Triple X.
I need to replace those electrolytics on the carrier board.
Hmm.
So I'm going to try to be real careful that I don't cause a problem. Because you got to do, what is it, 9 of them? Something like that, 9, 10, 12. How many things? 9 of them, 10 of them that I got to replace. The ones I've already replaced, they weren't surface mount technology. They were radial.
Can you all hear Night Ranger?
Surface mount. They're not teeny.
It's real
like
low, but I mean.
size, like some of the new stuff is, but it's still surface mounts. I got to be careful. Man, that resistor I had to remove out of my Kenwood TS590 ESG.
Sangria, yeah.
I set it on the desk and looked away, and then when I
I
looked
like,
back, I couldn't tell
way
what was
back,
the
I used to
resistor,
drink
what was the resistor.
once in a while sangria wine, you know. But I don't drink anymore, so.
A video where somebody did a Mars mod on one, and they showed where they.
That's a mud bucket right there, mud bucket.
In case anybody ever wanted to put it back into place, and I thought to myself,
Beach ball makes a good, yeah.
Put that back in place.
I just like the taste of it. I mean, you know. And this is only $1.25. I mean, you know, $1.25.
And you like put them right where they're supposed to be.
Brought in there, you know.
On there, and then you
That's
get
my
up.
official old radio night drink. I usually try to have one
They do. I mean, it's just
every
it's not like a regular
night, everything. I mean, every Lucy Warren's World. How you doing, Lucy?
There was little pads put there in there, and they're so tiny that they actually just kind of float into place.
Good to
But
see
gotta
ya.
Put that flux on there and then heat them up. Yeah, that's crazy. It's a whole different soldering technique, but man, of these.
Where'd you go, Triple X?
Those parts in the Kenwood 590 SG, which is current technology. My gosh, are those some itty-bitty little things.
We got like
It's
30
amazing
minutes.
They can build their radios with that thing. They use these machines called reflow machines. So I mean, it's just, you know, it's a computer and robotics basically that's putting that stuff together.
I hope all y'all went and checked out
Not like back in the 70s.
Night Ranger.
70s, 80s, you know,
Night Ranger's got all kind of
and they're
licenses,
putting the
man. He's maxed out on license. He's been on the radio forever.
Like a Cobra 29 I got over here.
What's up? 97
97
Boston.
The static was so loud they couldn't hear anything. He said, I think they just
Can't hear you, North Georgia.
Bluetooth headphones.
All right, let me get 97 Boston in
I got
there.
it over here and tested it. It worked great. And the next night, come Saturday night for me.
You can ask Jake in the Carolinas. They used to live up near each other in Charlotte, North Carolina. You can go on the internet and look up Night Ranger, where he did videos and all back in the early 80s and 70s and all. It's called Shadow Storm. Shadow Storm. I'll get him to tell you what it is.
Hey, the static was just so loud. It was unbelievable.
Ray.
Go ahead.
Hey, yes, see, somebody wanted me to tell you hello there, but tell us what your website is again on the internet, shadowstorm.com// all that. What is it?
Well, it's just an old vintage radio, CB radio website. It's been around for how many years now? 20 years, I guess. But it's, www.shadowstorm.com/CB. It's got a bunch of vintage pictures and some vintage CB recordings and stories and stuff.
All right, Jungle
I
Joe.
probably created that website back in 2003. And that's where, there's been minor changes since then. But that's where if you want to listen to vintage CD recordings from the 1980s, you can find them there.
10-4, okay. Yeah, I just wanted to let them know there. Shadow Storm, that'll be good.
Yeah, and Sandbagger/Dave Hall, he had a website called Q Radio, same type of thing. A lot of CB nostalgia. And his internet service provider up there in Pennsylvania announced that they were discontinuing their web server for personal web pages. So he was kind of bummed out, that his personal web page was going to go down. And when he told me about it, I said, well, I'll just put it on the Shadow Storm server. And he's like, oh, so he was all happy about that. So I created a link for him to Spew Radio, SPEW Radio, no period there, spewradio.shadowstorm.com. And that'll take you to Sandbagger/Dave Hall's vintage TV radio site that's hosted on my server.
Now the Sandbagger, that's the same Sandbagger that was Grumpy's Radio Forum?
Same one.
Okay, now who's the new Sandbagger?
I have no idea.
Okay, that's not on the Wednesday check-in thing. It's not a Sandbagger there.
Sandbagger, it's the same guy, the one that does the classic radio roundup up there in Pennsylvania. It's the same Sandbagger.
Oh, I thought he died.
No, he didn't die.
Okay. Maybe that was my alternative universe there. Okay, there's somebody hollering out there.
Yeah, there was one of those guys that died up there, Quarterwave Dave, who was part of that group. He passed away. But no, Sandbagger's alive and kicking up there in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, who's that breaker out there? Go ahead. Barefoot Work Truck. Who is that? Can you hear him there, Mud Bucket?
Yeah, it's Madman 614.
Oh, Madman 614. Okay. All right. Ken Carlock said you made his day this morning when he was able to make contact with you there, Mud Bucket, and I'm standing by looking at the wheel.
Yeah, Roger, yeah. Ken was coming in good, coming in real good, but he'd be blaring in, and the next thing you know, it'd just go away. Conditions were crazy.
10-4, standing by, looking at the wheel.
West Coast started coming. It was pretty crowded there for a little bit.
Okay, Battle Crack. Yeah, I got to change that, see. I just haven't had a chance. I've been, I usually change all of them to another color. I just hadn't had a chance to do it yet, but I'm working on it. I'm just trying to get everybody on there.
It'll be interesting to see though, 21 is Mud Bucket, if that radar pulse is where you're coming in, if that is part of what's going on down there in the Gulf of Venezuela. If that's over quickly, it might be interesting to see the radar pulse pop on the TV. Yeah,
All right.
we don't need to send all that, but I don't know, man. That's some
You're on the wheel, I thought. Maybe I don't know. I thought you were. I thought I put you on there as one of the first ones. I might have knocked you off for some reason. Let me check. Yeah, you're on there right now coming up. That's you right there. That's you right there, William Curtis, right there.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. But,
Yeah.
I looked it up just to see the Trump said, they kill more people than Al Qaeda.
Yeah.
I looked it up.
You always change them. The Lynn and that other one is kind of rough. Matte Pace, the yellow one, For some reason, that yellow doesn't do good either. That real dark yellow.
It's crazy. They actually use that stuff in the medical field as well. I mean, fentanyl is
This StreamYard is different than YouTube. It has different colors, It does different with that. Where YouTube isn't that bad. '97 Boston, he ain't too good either. It's different on StreamYard. On YouTube Live, it's real easy. It's nice. Oh, he's gobbling there. Old Cajun coin hunter, like coon hunter, the coon hunter. Tell coon hunter to come on, man.
I didn't get you.
I gotta turn this heater off. I put a heater in here temporarily. I've got a heater, but I've got this old 1950 model General Electric metal heater that's either wide open or off. And it's a porcelain metal heater, weighs about 50 pounds, They're only made out of plastic now. I don't know where I got it, I forget.
$5 yard sale, 13,822. Well, if that's my old radio, it puts out pretty good.
Woo! Is Roundhouse on there?
Yeah, mine felt pretty good.
When did he get on there? When did he get in here? I don't know. I thought I put him on there.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think I had him on the other one, and I didn't put him on this one. That's what happened. The first one I did, I thought I'd probably had him on that, and then when I came over here, I didn't transfer him back over again.
I think I'm going to head into the house.
No, I don't need a new heater.
Sit in there when it's a little bit warm.
I don't like that much heat. That one I got right there will outlast me and two more of me. That thing has been putting out heat probably 70 years. More than that. Probably about 80 years it's been working.
Alright, but yeah, I managed to get it up to 70 degrees in here. It was down to 60. With the space heater running for a couple hours. I did manage to get 70, but yeah. Alright, I just
Torpedo heat. How's it going, brother?
Ciao, ciao.
See you later, Mud Bucket. Have a good one. Back out. Just me and you, Night Ranger.
Yep, and you know who's flattering from the other town.
Oh yeah.
This Kenwood 850's got two 2.7 kilohertz, nice big long ceramic filters in it. I mean, the 850 is known for being highly selective, and I can still hear it.
You take blood thinners for your heart.
I can tell you what.
I don't know what I got to take. They are. Yeah, we got less than 15 minutes, a little more than 15 minutes. Night Ranger, do you want me to put you on the shout out wheel?
If you want to.
Okay. You want me to put you down as Night Ranger or Carolina Pirate?
Well, go ahead and put me down as Night Ranger.
Okay.
Either will do, but since I'm using Night Ranger right now, might as well.
Alright, I got you.
I used Carolina Pirate up till I was about, I think, 20 years old, and then I've gotten off the ZB a little bit because there was this woman, Lady Gator, that was just making
Celio.
ZB radio in Pleasant around 1982. So I got off for about a year and a half, and then the FCC actually came to town and told her to get off the ticket. There were a lot of people that complained about it. So when I got back on the ZB in early 1984, I guess it was, or very, maybe December 1983, I thought about it. I was getting into that band Night Ranger, and I thought, well, I'm going to change my handle. I've had the other handle since I was, 12 years old. But at 20, I felt like changing.
Well, you got the YouTube channel, Carolina Pirate. I mean, you know.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to use Night Ranger because that's the name of a rock band, you know, that would cause some confusion. And I didn't want to anger the Night Ranger fans, so that's why I did that.
Okay. World Radio 332, hang on.
And then I find out later there's some college university out there, I guess it is, or local college or tech college or something out there in western North Carolina that has the Carolina Pirate, I guess, as their mascot.
World Radio. All right, I got to stand by this for a second. Oh, boy, it jumped out of there before I could find the thing. Hang on. Okay, I got you. Yeah. Gotcha. Let's see here. 30-06. Okay, Janine, feeling too good. Okay there, Coon. Yeah, it's 41 here right now. In here, I don't know. Torpedo, eat your drinking water. You already showed Everybody, I got the regular old radio night drink, $1.25 at Dollar Tree. Yeah, I have the official old radio night drink that I drink. It's from Dollar Tree. It's sangria, non-alcoholic, like grape juice type thing.
I don't have any official drink. I've got, because, you know, alcohol addiction and kill through my friends, we don't drink it very much at all. But finishing up some paperwork for my parents' estate, and that was a little upsetting, so I did get a beer afterwards.
Right. Yeah, that's a lot to have to deal with on that kind of thing, all the stuff that they want to know and all that paperwork. Good God, man.
Yeah, the worst, though, was when I had to do the taxes. Because I had to go through all the medical bills and, you know, relive the problems that were caused.
I hadn't got him. If he's in here, he gets in there, Levon.
Those were things I didn't want to think about.
He's already won there, Levon. He's already won. Captain Robert won about a month ago.
Repeatedly running my parents back and forth to the emergency.
Had a hard time finding out if he got the stickers or not, but he finally told me he did. Right. What do you have on your temperature at your house?
I just got the internal thing in front of me. 70 degrees in my room. I don't know what it is outside. I'd have to go check the computer.
Oh, that's okay. It's 41 right here where I'm at.
Yeah, well, it's probably about the same thing here. It's cold, though. I mean, there's nothing that you put a coat on when I step out the door.
Spotted cow. Ken Carlock's having some spotted cow.
Isn't it supposed to get down to 20s again?
I don't know. I hope not.
I know it was what? It got down to the low 30s, a day or two ago.
Yeah. One night it was 27 out here.
21st is usually where it really nosedives, right about then, and then it keeps that up till February, and then it starts coming back up about the middle of February.
I'm talking on the President.
January and February, that is my least favorite time of year.
President P400.
It's dark early and it's cold outside, and, you know, got to bundle up to go out the door.
Oh yeah.
Every couple of days it'll be cold enough, and I need, you know, warm my pants over top of my jeans and over top of my shirt, and maybe the jacket too, and maybe even gloves if I need to stay outside. I'll need some insulated gloves. It doesn't get as cold here as it does in Rock Hill. Rock Hill's about 10 to 12 degrees colder in the winter up there, and it stays colder there longer. And man, March up there, it really gets windy in March, and it's cold wind too when it's really windy. It's windy and it's real windy and it's really cold. That's when my first Max 2000 snapped, which you know how the surviving pieces of it. That was that March wind in the top of that tree that used to be at my parents' house. Those March winds broke it right there from between the first section and the second section.
Yeah, that's a weak link.
Yeah, it was right where the
Thank you.
the middle section screwed into the base. And then I got another Max 2000, and it only lasted a year and a half before a bolt of lightning exploded it, and that is not an understatement. It exploded.
Yeah, they're not DC grounded. You know, they got that coil capacitor and all in there, you know, so it isn't like a aluminum antenna. I never figured out it's shorted out, but it still works, you know.
that bottom of that Max 2000, I came home and it was at night. Came back to my parents' house at night, and I saw these long strands lying across my parents' station wagon. I was like, what are these long strands? The little strands of fiberglass. And then the next day I looked up in the tree and the antenna was hanging sideways, and I pulled it down and it looked like somebody stuck a stick of dynamite in the bottom of that antenna and just blew it up.
Oh, Catalyst, his cousin's car. Yeah, years ago when I had, I think the first antenna I put up on this 100-foot tower was a IMAX 2000. It might have been an Antron, I don't remember, with a 102-inch whip on the top, metal whip, you know. Might have been IMAX 2000, I don't remember. Anyway, I was sitting in the house one day with the windows right there open, and the tower was back behind the house, about, I don't know, 100 feet away or something like that, behind the garage. And it was a thunderstorm out there, but no real big heavy lightning, and I heard something go pop. And I happened to look out the window after it did it, just that second. And out of the sky came the 102-inch whip on fire. And it landed beside the garage. And after the storm had passed, I went out there and looked at it. It had blown about 3 feet off the top of it. It was turned purple and was bent like in an S shape, because when it hit the ground, it was red hot and it just bent like an S. But it was, you know, the rest of the antenna was all in the yard, like snowflakes, and everything was gone except maybe the metal part down at the base of the antenna. The rest of it was completely gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I never bought another Max 2000. I mean, the Max 2000 worked all right. I was never as sold on it as I was the 5/8 blade ground plane. I had the Radio Shack 5/8 blade, which worked great, and that one got popped by lightning. It still looks good, but it burned the little circuitry out of the base. And then that .64 wave I had, that was really good. That Radio Shack .64 wave was really good, but eventually I put too much power in it and burned it up. But boy, that was, as long as you didn't put more than about 400 watts on sideband into it, that was a kicking antenna.
Yeah, right, yeah. But after that, I had an IMAX 2000. But the new ones, you know, got another section in there now, you know, because they shortened them to get on the UPS or FedEx trucks, you know, the shipping. So you got to put that extra section in there. That's just another joint, you know. But the next one I put up was a Super Penetrator 500, but but the buzzards bent it all to pieces, you know. And then I had a Vector 4000 up there, and the wind tore it up. You can't have one of them way up like that. Maybe when I had the original Avanti, you know, the Avanti version of it that they copied. And it was a whole lot stronger and built better, but you know, and I had it up at another place, probably about 55 feet. The wind didn't hurt it, but you get them up about 100 or somewhere in there in that wind. I've seen it blow that center section and touch that ring, you know, and it just tears it up. So it's still standing out here by the side of the tower, what's left of it. I had put a 5,000 watt gamma match on it. I took that gamma match off and modified a Mako a 5,000 watt gamma match to put on there and used that, you know. Then after that, I got the Shockwave. That's the last one I put up, was that on the vertical.
Yeah. Well, I'd say the best one I had was that Radio Shack .64 wave. Like I said, you can't put more than about
Hey, Albert Yaki.
Sideband on it, you go burn it up. But before I burned it up, I mean, I could tear the skip
Yeah,
off
Vonnie
of that.
was great, man.
Ground wave. I was sitting on top of that hill. And
I had the Saturn. omnidirectional Avani Saturn.
Base of the antenna
Also,
started at 85 feet.
vertical and horizontal
And coming
antenna.
off that top of the hill with that ground plane, I could just cue the ship up, and I remember a friend of mine, Eric. He was on his mobile on side.
Got about 2 more
We were
minutes.
talking on channel 24, Butterfly and I, and Crazy Keenan, I think. We were on channel 24 back in the 80s. Eric was
Hey,
on
Bueller.
the little Sears Road Talker mobile.
How's it going,
with whatever
Bueller?
the big whip was he had on the back. It wasn't 102 inch, but it was still a pretty good sized whip. With a big
You missed
four
it
on
last night. We had 3
We were-
shout-out
I think
wheels.
He said he was in Gainesville, Georgia. And I'm not sure if that's right or not. It may have been. He was on I-85, heading back home to where he lived, close to me in Rock Hill, and he heard me. And he had a couple of, maybe 300 watts in his mobile, and he broke me from, I think it was Gainesville, Georgia. I-85. You have to look see. I'll have to look see if I-85 is in Gainesville, Georgia.
I hear you, Roundhouse.
He was over there in Georgia and heard me ground wave, and he got me, and I talked to him all the way back through, like Greenville and Spartanburg, and all the way back to the house.
Right.
That was about 400 watts on side mirror. That was a smoking setup for just a vertical.
Been working on the radio and a little
Is
working on the
is
chat.
Gainesville on I-85, is that right? If I may have the, if not, I got the wrong too.
Will Gainesville, Georgia?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I know 85 goes through there. Yeah, I think that's about right.
What's on the map? That looks like that. I need my better glasses. I need my glasses to see it.
Yeah, that's what I had with Super Penetrator. Till the buzzards bent it up. Then I went to the Shockwave.
Yeah, he was over there in the northeast part of Georgia, and he heard me up there from Rock Hill on his car, and he broke me. And
Yeah, well,
we used to get traffic reduction between that hill I was on, and I think it was Greensboro, North Carolina. This guy had 130.
they're okay as long as you don't
power
run
with
too
a
much
Windmaker
power
4
in them.
He'd aim it down south of Rock Hill, and in the mornings and
And they will snap in the wind.
Going, and we'd put each other at S9, and then by noon I could barely hear him. Then the next morning he'd be back at S9, but only in the summer.
Right. I had one. I don't know if I still have it or not. I can't remember. I might have given it away. IMAX 2000 that had came loose at the metal piece, where the ferrule or whatever you call it, where the other one screws in, and I took some fiberglass wrapping to use for repair piping, and stuck that on there and molded it in, and it lasted for a long time till whatever I did with it, but it was stronger than what was originally with all that on there.
Well, I got good service out of the first one.
Polaris.
The first Max 2000. It was probably up there 6 or 7 years before the wind broke.
Oh, we gotta go.
I bought it in 2003, and it was the late 2000s when the wind snapped it in March.
Okay, let me check and see if you're on here, Night Ranger. I'm getting ready to spin the wheel. United Health. Okay, let me get you. Okay. I hear you, Matt. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just telling you what happened to me and a bunch of other people. I mean, I've been doing this I hadn't been on the radio too long, I'm a young guy. Let's see here. United Health. I'm going to put you down here as United Health. I got you, United Health. Nitrid. This isn't the right one. I got the wrong thing here. Hang on. Yeah, I don't know anything about radio stuff, man. I'm just starting out, you know. Let's put you down as United Health. That'll go okay. Yeah, hello, who's that out there? Hello, Tire Man, how you doing? Roger, Roger. Well, it's kind of low on me over here right now, and I'm getting ready to spin that wheel. Night Ranger's out there. Let me, and maybe he can get with you. I gotta get ready to spin the wheel. Take it easy there, hey, Tire Man 21, standing by. Gone now. Let's see here. Why is this thing moving? Okay. I didn't get the 2-tuber from Ray. Yeah, I didn't get them from Ray. I got it from another person. I bought 2 of them. One of them I sold to Jed for what I paid for it, but it didn't. Ray wasn't involved in it. It's an Elkin, but that's, other than that, that's all it was. I've never bought anything from him. I met him 50 years ago, but I never bought anything. I did send a radio, or a couple of radio. I sent a Tram D201 hand wired to him to work on one time, and I sent him something else, but mainly I was talking to his son, Eddie, whatever his name is. Okay. Hey, Joseph, what's up there, Pretty Pig? Okay, everybody, I'm getting ready to spin the wheel now. Okay, gonna spin the wheel. Cut him down. Alright, here we go. Let's see, let me check the sound here. Is this thing working? I don't know, hang on. Looks like I don't have any power in that. I don't know what that happened to that now. Oh, okay. It fell out. Okay, that's a good test. Alright, where is it? There it is. Get over there. Alright, got sound now. Yep, let me check it. Alright, everybody's on there. Okay, let's check this sound here. Tired of hearing that one. No, I don't like that one. Let's see if Uncle Hairball's in there. Okay, there he is. Okay. Hey, Ricky, let me get you in there. You just made it, man. Last one to get on there. Coconut base and in the mini grass. SWL 102. I gotta get you on there too. Mopar. Yeah, Mopar's already won. Mopar's already won their torpedo heat. Where's 655 at? There he is. Okay. Check and make sure that you're all on there. Check and make sure you're all on there. I'm getting ready to spin the wheel. Okay, I'm going to spin the wheel. If you're not going to, if no one else is on there, I'm out of here. I'm spinning. You already won? I didn't know. I didn't remember. I'm sorry. I didn't know you had won. I can't remember all of them, everybody. Let me find you. Okay. Okay, here we go. Red Dirty. United Health, get out of there. Radio Dude, get out of there. Wild Turkey, oh no, you're out of there. Lynn too, all of them, the whole family. The whole family's out of there. 103. I meant 102. I think it's 102. I made a mistake there, I think. Anyway, you're out. You're still out of there. One number. Hard to type and do two things here. William C. William Curtis. Jungle Joe, he's gone and he's out of there. 102, yeah. Oh, Monkey Man. Retirement days, you out of there. Yeah, it's a giveaway, yeah. Matt Pace, you're out of there. We're doing stickers tonight. We did all kind of stuff last night. That's what, when I have the wheel, it's a giveaway of something. Be a lot of stuff pretty soon. All right, who is it? Oh, Joe's New Image. You asked too early. It went great, man. I had a lot of family. I still got my grandson over. Cahoon, you out of there. He was in here last night. Squirrel 425. What happened, Matt Pace? What happened? World Radio 332. Did Matt get knocked out? I didn't see. I don't remember. Jake in the Carolinas, you're out there. That's Panama Red. Look up Panama Red CB on the internet. Well, that was right on the edge, man. You know, look at there. Yes, you can still get into 4K. You could have got in last night. 97 Boston, you're out of there. Yeah, last night was for a t-shirt, a one wheel, a Flathers Creations, Wild Turkey, and Beach Ball had the custom radio stand. You can go on their website or on the eBay and get one of those, you know, made for your radio. It's all different styles and sizes, and give that away. And then Torpedo Heat gave away a heavy-duty ball mount for an antenna, a mobile antenna. I give away an Old Radio Night t-shirt. Mud Bucket won that. Celio, get out of there. Six by five, get out of there. Foxman won the stand, that's right. Blood Nose, you're out of there. I'm hoping that Wild Turkey will put down his link to his channel, his link to his website, or link to whatever. Put all the links down to your eBay store, SD, and all that if you can. You know, I'd put it down one at a time so it wouldn't be confusing if you could do that. Okay, William Curtis, I'll catch you then. Shadow Man, you out of there. Night Ranger, yeah, you out of there. 3 left. 124 Nebraska. How you doing, man? Got in late for the wheel. Roundhouse, you out of there. We got 2 left. I'm not saying anybody's name, okay? Hey. ProPog, whatever, where'd you go? You got to send me an email with your address so I can send you the stickers. Let me find your, here's my, I'm going to put my email down here. Let me see if I can find out. That's not, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's not right. That's not right. Damn it. Get out of there. Hey, 30-06, I didn't mean to ban you. I don't know why I did. I made a mistake there. I'll get you back in there. I don't know what happened with that crap. I didn't mean to do that. If I did it, 30-06, I don't know what happened. It must have been I hit the, somebody commented as I was pushing that 3 dots and it jumped on you. Shit. I don't know how to get you back in there. I'll get you back in there another way later. I can't do it on the stupid StreamYard. Let's see here. Okay. It said it was banned. I've never banned at anybody. I've never even done that to anybody, you know. It just jumped when I was trying to click to give him, you know, delete my comment. Where is the pro at? The pro. Where are you? That's what happens. Sometimes people come in and then they don't stay and they win and then I can't get a hold of them. And then they'll come back in a couple of weeks. Let's see here. Better try to find them. I'll hunt them later. I got to try to find ProPaw. I'm going to leave that. It's working. Hello, hello. I'm working. Let me get my 655. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. That's the first time that's happened. I don't like using StreamYard. I don't like using it. like just regular, you know. YouTube upload. That StreamYard is, you know. Prism is pretty good, but it's a pain in the butt too sometimes. How about it, Night Ranger?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, me too. I went downstairs for a little bit. Should sound a little better and hit the high boost on the radio. I went downstairs and I was listening to it on your feed, and I thought it was a little too bassy, so I hit the treble boost.
10-4. Uh-oh, hang on.
Which radio are you talking on tonight?
I'm talking on the President P400, which is a 4th generation Washington.
It sounds real good. Does that have the MB8719 chip in it?
I think so, yeah.
I think didn't the first version have a UPD-858 in it, and then they changed it?
Yeah, I think it had 8.5. Hang on, it's going squealing through the computer there. Yeah, 858.
Yeah, I know there's like the 2-button version and the 3-button version. One of them's got like 2 buttons on the bottom right, and I think another version's got 3 buttons on the bottom right.
Yeah, this one's got the 3.
So the 3-button version's the later version.
10-4.
I bet Uniden would sell a lot of those if they just come back out with them again. You know, they can still get the parts to do it and get somebody to make it right. Don't let, one of the well-known drifty manufacturers do it. You know, Uniden do it.
Sorry about that,
People start buying up
30-06,
if they
I don't
come out
know,
and
let me
start
give you,
watching,
I'll have
that's
to give you a
what they
blue wrench. Yeah, hang on just a minute. I'm coming in the other way on the other computer, so hang on. I gotta reinstate. Yes, trying to squeal. Hang on. It's going through this computer. And I'm not doing anything about it.
You need some ferrite chokes on the
I knew he was
speaker
going
wires.
to say that. Yeah, I know I was going to say that. I'm not doing anything because I don't usually. But anyway, it's just this combination I got. Hang on. See, I got 2 computers and this speaker here. The speaker is picking it up. I'm going to cut that off. Hello. See, I had these extension speakers on when I was running the wheel, and that's what picks it up, the speakers there.
I don't know if you got any chokes. Snap them on or wrap them around the wires or however you got to do it. So I had to do that because I was having the same problem with my computer speakers. I had to take those little ferrite chokes and snap them on and wrap them around the wires. I finally got it to where it quit squealing.
10-4, yeah. It's a minor thing, you know, it don't do it, but when I got them on. Alright, well, I'm getting way back from the mic there for some reason. Let me see, I got to turn the mic gain up there. Hello. Yeah, I got to change setup here in a day or so, get another radio. I might put my rebuilt Cobra 2000 in here, the newer one. Alright, well, let me get back on this wheel. I'm almost done.
The gain actually sounded better the way you had it the first time.
Yeah, I know you don't like a loud radio.
I don't like blaring, but that's nice talking. That's not yelling at me.
I keep forgetting you're you know, really sensitive about that.
I was listening to a Rodney Dangerfield clip of him being on Johnny Carson, and he was telling a joke about how fat his girlfriend was. He said, she's so fat, every time she wears high heels, she strikes oil.
No, God.
He said she was so fat, the policeman walked over to her and said, break it up.
Mm. Okay, I got it on there now. Okay. The butts are so big. Yeah, I like OBS too, but I'm not smart enough to figure it out. I get frustrated with it. Night Ranger started me on it there a couple years ago. But Prism's kind of like it, but not as complicated. Yeah, what's up there, 655? Yeah, just trying to get out there. Yeah, I had a little trouble there with the first stream. It's my fault. I didn't push go. They got that button down there in the other computer. I didn't see it because had to scroll down, and I couldn't get it to do nothing. It'd come up as a video, but no audio. I don't know why. Anyway, all right, take it easy. I'm standing by. Yeah.
21 on the back.
Yeah, I just had to put my mind to looking at it. I've just been, running, doing all kind of stuff, and it takes time to do that.
I'm back.
104655 was calling you.
One of those other down at Rodney Dangerfield jokes was his girlfriend was so fat that when he met her at the Macy's parade, they had ropes tied to her. 655, I missed you. I was out of the room if you were calling.
How about it, 655 breaker? Oh, you're probably over there on the other one.
He's probably squabbling down on the other channel. Yeah, Rodney Dangerfield, he was a riot.
Oh, yeah.
He said, the other day I opened up my front door, and there stood my beautiful wife wearing a sexy negligee. She was coming home.
Yeah.
He said, the other day I was driving home and I saw some naked guy running down the road. I said, what are you doing? He said, what? No. He said, why are you running down the road naked? And the guy said, because you came home early.
Oh, yeah.
He said, and I get no respect. He said, he said, my kids were being a bunch of grief, and I said, you just wait, one day you'll have kids of your own, and they said, so will you.
Oh, Lord. Why is this thing crooked? There. They don't want to stay straight. Whoo! UDX 3030. Yeah, I got you a
another time he said, my wife and I were having some marriage problems, so we went to see a marriage therapist. The therapist said we should have sex more often. I said, great, now I'll never see her.
Yeah, I'm not going to be out here long tonight. I got my grandson here, probably at 10 o'clock. I'm going to get out of here, and, my grandson's going to be going in the morning, so I haven't spent much time with him. Was real busy every day. I came Thanksgiving, and had to, do something then, and it was late. And then last night we had radio, Three Wheels last night. I didn't go to bed till 4 o'clock this morning. Me and Jed stayed out here talking till like 4 o'clock in the morning, you know.
That's a lot of talking for you. I had the radio on a little bit last night, but I didn't hear anybody. Well, I think I heard Slowpoke maybe down on 10.
Yeah, I haven't talked to them. Let me run down there real quick and see if there's anybody down there on 10. I'm gonna run down there real quick. Hey, break. Nobody out there. Nobody out there. Maybe later. Terrible. What in the world is that? Phew. Yeah. Oh, 21, yeah. I don't ever hear them. How about that roll call out there? How about that roll call out there? Hey, Trucks Radio Sales 21, break. The wheel was won by PAW, Paul something. I left them a message on their channel. They need to contact me with my email address. Yeah. Paw Patrol, yeah, the Paw Patrol, yeah. Right. Oh, hey, hello out there, break. Nothing. Hello. RF. 10-4. Hello out there, hello. Yeah, who was that way out there? I got you out there. There's somebody way out there. I was seeing if I could hear that channel 21, a roll call there for Brian up there in Truck CB Sale.
Okay, I'll make go.
Yeah. I've got them before, 200 and something miles away, but I'm going to get that, I've got the 6-element beam on the flat side, but I'm going to put up the shooting star I got on another tower, what I've got my crank up tower, and I'm going to be blasting out with that, because I used to do that all the time. With a roll call up there in North Carolina, I've talked to him several times. I just talked to D-Rail a couple of weeks ago up there. Oh yeah, California on channel 17. When I get the beams pointed a certain way, even when I don't, but when I get the beams pointed, I can put 30 dB on them. Hello. Hello, audio. Hello. Hello. Shooting Star, yeah. Hey, you won there, Prof Green. I gotta give you my email. I left you a note on your channel. Let me give you my email. You need to send me an email so I can send your stickers. You won. Horizontal 5 element, okay. Well, don't get the shooting star then. Because it's vertical and horizontal. Just get you a 4 element and put it on top of that. I'm not a big fan of doing that. They say it don't hurt the antenna, it doesn't do anything. I think in my own experience, the ones that I had, it seemed to do, maybe not really hurt me, but affect the radiation pattern in certain directions for some reason. You know, and it actually helped me with the vertical better than it did the beam. When I would turn the beam and have be on vertical, you know, the one on the top of the flat side, it would actually act like a beam, you know, but only in one direction. It wouldn't do it in the other direction. It was mainly towards the west that it would do that, and I have no idea why. Well, the Night Ranger, he's still out there? He's gone. I lost Night Ranger on channel 10. Yeah, it made the vertical directional, yeah. To me it did. And I tell you another one that I thought was directional. It was the Vani Sigma 4. Or the Vector 4000, but the Vani Sigma 4 was built way better. I had them when they first come out, and I always thought it was a little bit directional in one direction. It could have been whatever it was, I don't know, but you know. There's Jed. Prof Green, Paul, yeah, well, I've got that email address for you. If you'd include your shipping address, I'm not going to sell it or do anything with it. I'll put mine on there, you know, and you can, you know, check me out, whatever you want to do. I mean, I send stuff all over the United States and England, Australia, Germany, everywhere. I got stickers all over the world, man. I'm not bragging, I'm just telling you I did, you know. If I'm not going to say it, no one else is, so, you know. But that's happening. Not as much as I would like to, though. I was going to text you, Jed, but you got that new TV, and yeah, you're gonna let's see what's going on here. I don't know what down there. Sounds terrible. Can't be on that channel. Let's go back to 17. Moonraker 4, yeah. The Shooting Star is better than the Moonraker. I had 2 or 3 of them. The problem with them is different than the other one I had they made. Deck Owls. Deck Owls, yeah, they said in Utah they call stickers Deck Owls. Deck Owls. How much to ship to Australia? I don't remember. Mr. Mud Duck, if he's in here, you have to help me remember. I don't remember. Anyway, the Shooting Star doesn't have the little stainless steel tips on there, okay? On the Moonraker, you know, they go up and they pinch the end of it. They drill a hole in there, and they put a regular old rusty bolt and nut, you know, flathead bolt and nut, maybe a washer, I don't remember. And eventually what happens is you got 3 things right there together that's different. You got stainless steel, you got a piece of iron, rust, and you got that aluminum. It starts, you know, your reaction, you know, corroding, and then you throw in a bunch of power in it. That don't help either, you know. And what'll happen one day, you walk around and one of those stainless steel tips breaks loose, comes down and stick you right in behind the back of your head, in your neck, you know. But a Shooting Star don't have that. Shooting Star has got the tube all the way. It looks fancy, and those gamma matches that they got on the Moonraker, I didn't like them either. I got a couple of them up there in the rack. You can still make them work, but you know, they got that funny mount on them, you know. But the Mako Shooting Star, you know, was a Wilson, and Mako got them and bought them. And then this new guy bought Mako, and his daddy, I think, is the one that owned Gizmochi. First class meal. Yeah, it's a it was a international stamp they put on there and a bunch of other stuff. I don't know. I think it might have been $3 or something like that, or less than that. It seemed, I want to say, $1 and something, but I just don't see how it could be that cheap. I take it to the post office. I've got a pirate ship account where I make my own labels, you know, my own shipping labels. I've got 2 different scales, one that'll weigh up to 150 pounds and another that'll weigh real small amount. But you know, under an ounce, you don't need something that'll weigh any less than that, because if you're going to mail something, if it's an ounce or less, it's only 1 stamp. You go over that, and then you start getting, you know, charged more. But on the stuff that's got to go international or out of the country, I don't try to mess with that. I take that right to the post office, let them weigh it, let them look at it, and give me a receipt. That way they can't. I lost it, but if you lost it, I mean, you know, you're not going to get anything. If you do get anything, get your postage back about in 6 months, but you're going to spend $100, you know, and you're wasting time trying to get that back, you know. Yeah, Charles, yeah. Yeah, Gizmochi was in business when I was 5 years old. I remember, my dad had a TV and radio shop, and he built an antenna. One day I'm gonna bring this pictures of it that he built. It looks more like a Joe gun. It comes a vertical and horizontal, and then the horizontal comes out, and then it drops down. They come out about 3 feet or so horizontal, and then they curve down on a 45. And he had that up on top of a 2-story building next to his TV shop. But back then they used to give certain radios, they had a contract with, I guess. You buy this radio and we'll throw in a Gizmochi beam, I don't know what else they threw in there with it. Like the old S9 catalogs, way back in the early 60s, you can see them in there. The link for, I haven't run a Gizmochi. Like I say, my dad had one he built himself, basically. I don't like a Gizmochi. I've seen them. Other people had them. I don't care for them because of the way they're made. With the wind that we got here and all those joints that you got to put together and all that, it's not a solid boom. You keep adding on elements. You add on extra parts on there, and they're screwed in there and stuff like that. And then you got to put the brace underneath it. And I just don't, because see here, wind will blow down, blow sideways, blow everywhere. Turkey's eBay. No, Wild Turkey, drop your, extensions, yeah. I knew a guy up in North Carolina. He was a Mako dealer, and he had a Gizmochi up at 100 feet high. And he had the biggest Gizmochi that was ever made, or that was ever put together at that time. I can't remember what his handle was, but I forgot the name of North Carolina. But I've actually talked to him years ago, but he disappeared. I don't know what happened to him. And Snow Beast down in Fresno has got a big giant Gizmochi. If they didn't have those extensions or whatever on there, I would like them better. But it's too many things to come loose for me. Moron made, I don't know. I've only seen them in a book or on YouTube or on Facebook. I've never, I'd like to get that one that's like a square rectangle. It's got 2 rectangular beams, I'd like to have one of them. Joe Gunn had one way back, and it still got it. Was back then it was called a Super Center, and it went on top of a van. Now Motormouth Mall made one too. There's a company, Cushcraft, had one. It was called a Squallow, and it's a horizontal beam antenna that you put on top of a van. And I always wanted to try one of them. I looked at that J-pole that, yeah, I looked at that J-pole that trucks had down there at the break, and it looked pretty heavy duty. He gave it away. They had a, now Jake in the Carolinas, there's he's the Gizmochi guy. Anybody that can put one up in a tree, you know. But for me, the wind we got down here, I don't, you know, I'm too old to mess with it. Jake in Carolinas can tell you all about it. He ran them when they first. He's an expert on them. I can tell you that, if anybody is. Him and Snow Beast in Fresno. SWL 139, I think. He'll be on Old Tube Radio Network tonight. Hey, Zed's Place, what's up? Good to see you, Zed. Everything good? Y'all check out Zed's Place. Yeah, Charles Sr., that's the one I talked to back then, like in 78. Him and his wife, you know, they were old then, man. Yes, sir, there's Ed. Good to see you. Zed, tell me where you're at again. I forgot where you're at there. Your town. Oh, Tennessee, okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was, my family, you know, was from around Chattanooga. Some were in Chattanooga, some was in Ringgold, Georgia, some was in Rossville, Georgia, some was in Saudi Daisy, and then I had one aunt and uncle that lived in Madison, which is near Nashville. But they're all gone. They're all gone. All of my grandmothers, grandfathers, aunts, uncles, all of them, you know, they're all gone. They were all up there. Oh, I already told you that? Okay. I don't know what I say from one day to the next. That's why I always try to, like, what's his name? Always tell the truth. That way you don't ever have to remember what you said. It works for me, you know. Yeah. Hello, hello. Man, he's all messed up. I gotta try to record him. Hang on. Y'all cover your ears for a minute. I gotta get this in. Come on back. That'll be enough. He still won't believe me. He won't believe me. Maybe he'll get it. The Gizmo website, yeah. I forget that guy, Jake might, I call him Panama Red. I mean, you know, he might remember who it was that was the Mako dealer that had the big giant Gizmochi on a 100-foot tower up in North Carolina. Seemed like he was on the eastern part more so than in the middle. But you might have known who it was. He was there. He was probably, this had to be like 2011, 2010, whatever. Yeah, I can't talk. I just sent you a video. You can look at it and see everything. Okay, I got to go. Got to go. Weather screwed up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay there, Paul. Proper Green Paul there. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to give you a blue wrench there. Hang on. I think I can do it on this other computer. Don't go anywhere there, Proper Green. Hang on. I'm going to call you. I don't know what I'm going to call you there. Make it easy. I get like this mental block, you know, when I'm trying to say people's names, you know. Okay, I got you. Prof Green Paul, come on back. You'll see you got a blue wrench. All right there, Charles. Good to see you, man. Just got back from Hawaii. 7 months. You've been Sumter now, okay? Good to see you, man. Victory, the driver was arrested. Victory. Oh, you talking about the driver that ran into the car, your cousin's car? Wow.
I guarantee you. Neither of one of those things.
Can't listen to that. Where's Cat House? Oh, Cat House Mouse, okay. Phew. Let's see. Okay, I'll have to do this later. Well, if he was DUI, I'm sure that they checked him. You know, they're going to get him. That's about, if he gets out of it, which I doubt. It's at least 10,000. Even if he's, you know, but if he is, found in, DUI. He may even have a pretty big deal the rest of his life with that on his record. You can't get it off. I've never had it to get off, but I know George Bush had it on his when he was president, and he couldn't get it off of his driver's license. Whether he said that, you know what I mean, or whether he just made that up just to do it. Cat House Mouse. Oh yeah, that's you.